Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Ostiarius, but you can call me Osti, and welcome. Welcome, oh, good evening, sorry, boss, to a new game. Today, we are gonna start our adventure with Phantasy Star 2. But before we are gonna begin, and then we are gonna stop because I have some stuff to talk about, some stuff to show. This is a game that requires a bit of an introduction, so you're gonna have to do that. But for now, let's just enjoy. Dun, 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 dun. Check complete. I want to play a new game. Character name is Osti. Yes. Let's begin the game. I am haunted by nightmares every night. A young girl is battling a giant demon. I am close by but can't move or speak. All I can do... Do I have to click? Yes. All I can do is watch while the demon keeps striking at the girl. Just as she is fighting for her life, I awake. I awake in my room, dimly lighted by the early dawn. I'm filled with an incredible sadness and fear. I am Osti. Oh, good old Japanese games that don't have option for lowercase and uppercase. Because Japanese doesn't have difference in size. I'm also an agent here at Paseo, the capital of Mota. I shake my head as if to scatter the remnants of the dream. I have no time to worry like a child about a nightmare. In this modern age, especially with the mother brain planning and controlling all aspects of the environment, thank you, mother brain, I open my window and take a deep breath of fresh air. It seems to wash away the bad feelings left by my dream. And then we go from that beautiful, honestly quite nice pixel render to that map. Good morning, Osti. How are you? Almost 2 years have passed since you started working for me, the commander of Malta. What am I going to ask you to do will be the toughest job you have ever done, but is vital to the survival of Malta. As you know, Algo has been brought up by Mother Brain. Thank you, Mother Brain. My work as a commander has been to smoothly promote the plans of Mother Brain. I have believed that Mother Brain never makes mistakes, you are correct. But those monsters are all over Mota are just too much. We must find out ourselves why those monsters were born and how to bring them under control. Osti, your mission is to go to the Biosystem Lab and get the recorder. If we look into the data, we can figure out how the Biosystem Lab ended up making those monsters. Osti, I hope from the bottom of my heart that you come back safely with the recorder. We will see each other again. We have one more small cutscene and then we are going to stop to talk about this game for a bit. After going home and preparing for the trip, Ney will seem worried. Ney, I have to leave her for a while. Ney stared at me for a moment. I remember when we first met. She looked at me just the same. That was 7 months ago. Because she was the product of a mixture of human cells and those of a biomonsters, she was outcast from society. You were still small when we first met, but now you can take care of yourself. I'm going on a dangerous mission. Too dangerous for you. I worry about you like you were my sister. Still, Ney stood in the doorway to keep me from leaving. Please, Osti, take me with you. I will do anything for you. I took my sack and started to go, but Ney still blocked the way. I have no choice. I decided to let her come with me. So now we have our basic party. Osti, the agent, and Ney. So, first, let's talk about this game for a bit. For that, I brought the manual. So, Phantasy Star 2 is a game developed by Sega quite a while ago, and it has a bit of an infamous reputation because of a few things. But let's talk about as we go through the manual. I decided to go through the manual this way at the start of the stream because there was a few games where we used the manual in the middle of the stream. There was a few games where I show you the manual. There was some where I didn't. So I think the solution I decided to go with is let me show you the manual at the start of the first stream. and you can just have it in the back of your mind. And sometimes I'm gonna reference it when I'm playing, because that's the only extra information we are gonna go through as we play through the game. As always, at the start of the menu, we have a small synopsis of the world for word building and stuff like that. Controls, prepare to adventure, new game, how to do all these basic things about the nightmare. The nightmare, by the way, this is the plot of Phantasy Star 1, which are not going to be playing this channel because I already play by myself. We have an introduction about the city, the places you can go, the hospital, teleporting data, how to save. We have comrades in arms. I'm gonna say it now before we start. I know some things about this game already, so this is not a completely blind playthrough. So, for example, comrades in army. What the game is telling in here is you don't recruit characters as you go through the game. Instead, when you unlock certain cities, you can go back to your house and you get a new comrade in armor, a new party member. So whenever we get a new party member, we are going to open the menu and read the description, because I believe, but I'm not sure, the game doesn't introduce them too much. I'm not sure because I haven't played yet, but I think that's how it works. And now there is another things I want to talk. There are two more things I want to talk about in the menu before we start. First is, let's go to the short one first, then the long one. The short one is techniques, spells. This is an old game, so the game doesn't tell you what spells does. Instead, you have this big list in the manual explaining what each spell does. So whenever we have a spell and we want to know what it does, I'm gonna open the menu and then I'm gonna reference. I said open the menu, but I'm not gonna show you the menu because I don't want this in the middle of the screen. I'm just gonna read it in a second monitor. The other thing, which is the actual important thing we need to talk about before I start playing, is it below the techniques? Let's see. Preparations, equipment. I love the small icons in the menus like this. No, it's above. So let's go up, 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 up. It should be before war. War is how they talk about the combat. Dungeons here. Dungeons are very creepy and dangerous, but very important. While in a dungeon, you can pick stairs and open chests. Draw maps are, if you wonder, they will save you many steps later on. So let's talk about this for a minute. Draw a map. Phantasy Star 2 is infamous for two things: having extremely complex maps and requiring a fuck ton of grinding. The maps are so complex, and pretty much every person that will recommend this game to you online will also tell you you should Google maps and use those as reference as you're playing. That is a very universal recommendation. It's so universal that when this game was being sold in the US, they actually put a guide with the game that has all the maps of the dungeons. That's how much the game asks. They think you should use guides. They actually gave you the guide when you brought the game, but not in Japanese. It didn't come with a map. The second thing is that this game is very, very grindy. The thing is, this game is, from my understanding, not actually that grindy. The point was that you were gonna go on an expedition and start exploring the dungeon. As you explore, you are gonna go low on resources, and then you're gonna go back to town, recharge everything, then go back to the dungeon and keep exploring, and keep doing this loop multiple times until you finish mapping the full dungeon. By that point, you reach the end and you will have the appropriate level and money. The problem was so many people end up using maps that instead of spending 2 hours exploring the dungeon, they just beeline in 20 minutes, reach the end, and now they're under level. So it's an interesting conundrum from a game design point of view, but we are not here to talk about point of view. We are here to decide how we're going to be playing. And the way I'm going to be playing is We are going to be playing the game and we are going to play with the manual. We are not going to be checking maps online and we are not going to be using the guide that comes with the US version. We are just going to be reference the manual and nothing else. Which means I'm gonna be spending a lot of time drawing maps as we play. I'm gonna be drawing my own maps. I have my empty note with me, bunch of stationaries, my ruler, and as we go through the game, I'm gonna be drawing a lot of maps. A lot of people finding drawing maps as they play games to be boring, and some people find it really fun. I am in the really fun group, so that's what I'm gonna do. So, as always, we are gonna start the game by realizing there is no running button. Oh, the characters are slow. I think the PlayStation 2 version of this game introduced a running button, but the vanilla version, which is the one you can have on Steam, I think was delisted actually from Steam. But the one you can buy on Steam does not have. Well. So first we are gonna talk to the NPCs, see all the buildings, decide what to do, and then we are gonna start exploring. This is a game that I talk about how if you do the exploration the right way, you are not gonna have to grind. But even doing the right way, I think you're still gonna have to grind. We may end up grinding between sessions, maybe. But anyways, let's start by doing our usual. Well, look, you are armed and look brave. But if you don't keep your weapons in good shape, they are worth nothing. I should say this, I have played this game before. I have played last year. I know a bunch about this game because I did research last year. And I only got to the end of the first dungeon, so I know very little about it. I know some stuff, I know like, for example, Nate and dual wield weapons. I know about how the thief that you're gonna recruit works, but this is something we need to worry later. So I know some stuff. If you have money, you can always get your body cloned at the clone lab. I believe that's the revive if you die. Why should I work for a living? Good question. This is the save point. Welcome to this data memory. Austin needs 29 points to level up. Nate needs 12. Do you want to save? Yes. What number should we save? 1. Enter a name for the file. I'm gonna be... let's just go with Austin just to not confuse myself. Is this... No, this is just to erase. Okay, there is no... lowercase. I talk about how it was funny because the game, your name is always uppercase, but after saying that, I started to doubt myself and maybe there was some option and I was stupid. Would you want to advance tomorrow? Yes, I see. Well, I'll be on my way. Be on your way. Okay, let's talk. They said that if you go to the North Bridge, a guy named Darum will rob you of your money. On the North Bridge, there is a thief by the name of Darum. Okay. This is the control tower which links the town with Mother Brain in one's network. This is the control tower which links the town with network. Okay. Oh, the walking speed is so low. This is the central tower in Paseo, the capital of Malta. This version, the Sega collection, has a fast forward button and we are gonna be using that button a lot in this game. If no other reason, just because of how slow it is to walk. Maybe you should go back to home when you get to a strange town. There might be someone strange who comes looking for you. This is the tutorial for the party member I mentioned. From now on, women should be armed and should fight. I believe in that. This is the weapon shop. I would like to buy... if I'm not mistaken, there was something good where... I talk about... Which button opens the menu? This one. I think Nay... Yeah, she comes with no weapons. And she can dual wield, so we need to buy her 2 weapons. She uses steel bars. Nay. Yes. Name. Yes. So I know this because again I played the game before, but now I'm curious. Does the manual actually showcase which characters can use which weapons? Let's see. Fight, victory, items, equipment. Because normally, uh, a person appears on the item. No, that's not what we want. Normally, manuals come with like tables that show you stuff like the power of the equipment and who can use it, stuff like that. Some weapons are head on and some weapons need two hands. Almost every weapon has a special use and a special person. Listen to the color card device on your weapon purchase. Yeah, it does not tell you on the manual which character can use which weapon. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. I don't remember that. So, equip Ney, steel bar on her right hand, and steel bar on her left hand. Her attack went up quite a lot. Stop more NPCs. Maybe you should go back home when you get to a strange town. Okay, so I already read that one. When I grow up, I'm gonna be a thief. So it's a wild fucking dream, kid. I would like to be service. Monite, Demite, Antidote, Telepipe, Escape Pipe. Escape Pipe, I believe it's the item that you use to leave dungeons. Telepipe is going back to town. Monomate and Dimate are healing items. Basically healing items and special healing items. Like double healing item. Then there's the triple. This I remember because I play a lot of Phantasy Star online too. If there's something you like to know about Mata, you should go to the library at the Central Tower. So if we want to do some lore dump, this is our house. Shall we continue our quest without any changes? Yes. So this is also where you swap your party. I know that that's how you get people. Do not get close to the bridge on the North River. Many people have been killed there by a man named Daron. Okay, that's the second NPC that warns us. Thanks to the biosystem lab, Motas flourishes. This is more random buildings. This is a hospital, so it's probably where you heal yourself. And cure is probably status effect. Hunters are the coolest guys. They really are strong and so dependable. Welcome to the teleport me. You can teleport to any town. This is fast travel point. Always useful. I believe this is the cloning center. Yes. Would you like to who would you like? So this is how you revive characters in this game. Kind of a morbid thought to have all your party members be clones of the originals because all the originals die. But we are not here to philosoph about that. There's the shield. What is the shield? I'll go to my shop. This is to buy armor, which we are not gonna be doing before our second expedition. Whatever money we make off the first is probably gonna be for healing items because I believe we don't start with anything. Yeah, this game I think it has a character by character inventory system. So we have 8 slots, which means 8 items. And most of those are gonna be dedicated to party members. Tech is spells. No spells. Res. She has res. I'm gonna take off the menu from the stream so it doesn't stay in front. I'm gonna move up to the spell list. And let's see. Res. Res magic. In all 3 forms, it heal wounds. Res is regular strength, Gi res works faster and Na res is the most effective. So she has healing spell. We can check our conditions, so character, HP, status, and then equipments, head, right hand, left hand, body and legs. And he has one spell which is called Foi, which I already know from Phantasy Star because this is the fire spell. And if we check her, same thing, she has full inventory because we bought her equipment. She has rest and can be used rest. I think the left and right is like, left is field spells and right is combat spells. Then you have a equip menu and that's it. The library is in the middle, so let's check the library and then we can start exploring the world. This is the central tower in Paseo, the capital of Mota. Where to? We can leave. Outside is living, yes. We can check this room, which is probably gonna be our boss. How are you doing? Is there something I can do for you? Keep baggage. Baggage, please. Oh, this is like a storage place. Okay. So we can store items here. And library is lore. I understand that Ost and the others are going to the biomass lab to gather records. If you want to find out something here, please choose a file. History, bioscience, climate, then mother brain. We are not gonna be clicking this now because I wanna. We spend a lot of time before we start the game just with the big introductions and the manual. So I want to actually just start the game today, and then tomorrow we can read the lore in the manual and in the library before we start. So for now, let's just start exploring. So this is the city, and let me press some buttons here. I believe this is the pause. Yeah, I believe there is no world map. So we are looking for the bio laboratory or something around that. See, there is something here on the left. There seems to be nothing unusual. I guess there isn't something on the left. Let's keep going up. We should be getting a random encounter soon. And it should be our combat tutorial. At least me explaining the tutorial. So, how does combat work in this game? You have two buttons, fight and strategy. If you go for strategy, you can decide what your characters are going to be doing. So, defense, use items, use spells, and attack. So, Osti is going to attack. And Nei, you have to click one by one, yes. Is going to also be attack. And then when you press fight, the game enters in sort of an auto battle mode, where if you don't click anything, see, the character's turn is over. And then a second turn begins. Unless you stop, the characters are just gonna keep doing the order you send. Now, I'm not sure if we send using a skill, if they keep using the skill or if they stop after using it once. I don't remember. Both are on fight. And the enemy attacked first because fuck me, I guess. Nei started with 12 HP, so at this point we should start considering going back to town, because by the point where if we in 2 more fights she could be quite low, and Nei gain a level, so more HP, more mana, good. So now we can go and stay in the field for a bit longer. Well, I said that there's not gonna be a lot of grinding in dungeons. There is gonna be a decent amount of grinding until we get to the first dungeon. Because that's the start of the game. The characters are really low level, the characters have very low HP. As we kill a few things and get 1 or 2 levels, finish equipping the armor and buy some items, our expeditions can stay for longer and longer, and we shouldn't be having as much issue. I said we can go back to town, but we can stay for a bit longer because, and I forgot that when I said that, she can heal herself. She has 10 mana. 7. Okay, so it costs 3. She can heal 3 times. So we have 3 full heals, essentially. To the left, there is... Oh, this is the bandit. Okay, so let's not go there yet. Unless we have to go there. I'm not sure. Can I go to the right here? Yes. I don't remember killing that bandit early. But it's been a bit more than a year since I played it. So I could just be wrong. Thankfully, I kind of like the auto battle system, kinda, because I can just appreciate the graphics and just relax. Well, this game is very famous for being tiresome to play because of the grinding and the dungeons and everything else. For me, it's actually quite relaxing because both drawing maps and turn-based combat and grinding for me are both relaxing activities. So I'm probably gonna try to enjoy myself. Okay, so we have 3 options of directions. We can go top left for the bandit. I'm gonna leave him last. BZ. Ney is no longer paralyzed. Okay, BZ is paralyzed. We can go top right and we can go bottom right. I don't want to go top right again, so let's explore bottom right. Receive more money. Osti gains a level. I think we already got 3 level ups. Yeah, Ney got 2 and Osti got 1. And they both now have 22 HP and Ney can heal 4 times if we restore ourselves. We also have... How much money did we make? We have nearly 200, which is the initial amount of money. That should be enough for us to buy a little bit of gear. But we should go for another restore on both of them first. But that's just how games are sometimes. You just have to grind a little bit at the start. 47. Okay, let's go back to town. Let's restore ourselves. Mostly because I want to know how much does it cost to fully restore ourselves. And also so we can start buying a little bit of gear. We can also... Osti has... I press a button, which means after the round is over, we go back to here. Osti does have Oi, so let's try using that. She attacks twice for 8 points each. 14! Quite strong. Hopefully also has more accuracy. He have 15 mana, I think, which means he can use that spell 7 times. Quite a good amount of times, honestly. It changed back to basic attack with him. I'm gonna go on the mosquito because I think this guy has higher dodge. Doesn't matter, Ney just killed him. Fire is victorious. Alright, so go back to town. We can heal ourselves with Ney, but I don't think we need to. There is a game, what was the game I played, where the amount it cost to heal was proportional to how many points it was restoring? I remember playing a game like that a while ago. Heal. It cost 16 meseta. Was this the game I'm thinking? I don't think so, but maybe it is. And then you would do this. Oh god, we have to press it every time we want to use this. Does this change the price? No, okay, so it's probably... 16 is such a weird number. What's our levels? 2 and 3, 5. No, it's not. amount by level. Maybe it's just a weird number. Okay, let's go to the item shop for now. Sorry, the armor shop. What are we using? We don't have a head or left hand. So, let's see. Do you have a helmet or a shield? Headgear, carbon suit, carbon vest, fiber coat. Carbon shield, carbon... I don't know what that is. So, we cannot buy carbon shield. Let me buy a headgear. One of you is gonna take it. Okay. No. Carbon suit, carbon vest, and fiber coat. He is using the carbon suit, and she's using the carbon vest. Yes. She's using sandals, and he's using shoes. So maybe Carbo ML is... Okay, so this fiber coat is probably armor upgrade for one of them, maybe two. Carbon shield is a shield. Carbon ML. Let me look at the menu. ML. Is there any equipment here that looks like ML? Cap, scroll, headgear, weapons. Oh, fiber shield or ML. Fiberglass construction or special purpose. Okay, so it's a type of shield. It's like a glove. Okay. So... I'm thinking it's probably a shield for Ney. But we don't need that because I like dual wielding it with her. So let's just save for the shield and the coat. For weapons, how much is a weapon upgrade for the protagonist and for her? She's using steel pipes and he's using a knife. He could escape, scalpel, dagger, bow gun, sonic gun. I remember the sonic gun, or am I thinking of Phantasy Star 1? I could be thinking of Phantasy Star 1. Dagger feels like the natural upgrade for the protagonist, so I guess we're gonna save for one. When we healed, did we restore everything? Yes. So first, let me equip the headgear. How much defense does it give? We have 22. 19. The shoes. The shoes give attack, interesting. And 3 defense. The carbon suit gives 4 defense. So 4 from the armor, 3 from the shoes, and I believe 3 from the headgear. Okay. Ney, carbon vest should be 4 the same way. Yes. Sandals are gonna be 3 the same way. Yes, and also attack. 3 points of attack. And the rebound should be also 3. Yes. So, yeah. Let's save the game again and start our second expedition. Our first mission is to find out where do we actually have to go. And yeah, that's pretty much 99% of this game. This game has a story, but from what I saw online, it has very little of it. Oh, we have to rename it every time. Oh, that is annoying. From what I understand, it doesn't have that much. Because it's mostly a dungeon crawling. This game was made to be a dungeon crawler. It's not a dungeon crawler because it has top-down 2D dungeons. But this game was made to be a dungeon crawler. Because the first one was a dungeon crawler. And this is a direct sequel, kinda. So, because of that, and because I'm gonna be drawing maps when we play... Oh, we can cross it here. This playthrough, if I'm gonna be perfectly honestly, it's not gonna be the most interesting playthrough to watch. So, if you wanna skip this one, feel free to do so. I'm just gonna be relaxing and enjoying myself. Ney should level up on the next combat. Let's see. Is this the biomass? This is a city. Okay. We are on the right of our initial position. We still have not explored top right, and we still locked on the bridge for top left. Good job, Ney. You should level up now. Yes. Okay, let's talk to the people in the city and see what they have to say. Why in the world did you come to Arima? Such a horrible place. Clone Center. I don't want to revive anyone yet. I know the hideout of those conjurers is at the building in Shure. Okay, I'm assuming he's talking about thieves. There's another save point there. Not save point, sorry. Recover point. Sorry, let's just call it inn. There's another inn there. Hospital. Why not call it a hospital? It's a hospital. Those conjurers blew up everyone's houses with dynamite. Why in the world did you come to Arima? This is such a horrible place. Oh, why was a kick off? Did she loop it to the other side? These conjurers must have dynamite sticks unless you take. Another town is gonna be destroyed. The only those conjurers haven't come to this town. Daron and his daughter, Deng, could have lived a happy life. Daron is the guy on the bridge, so he's killing people because he's looking for the bandits to rescue his daughter. Those conjurers always come from the east. Okay. Daron is not a bad guy. The reason he became violent is his daughter Ten was kidnapped. Okay, exactly what we thought. Fighting is humans, not monsters. I heard that those bad guys are very cautious and keep their stuff locked in a container. So we go to the east. Sword and ceramic knife, sonic gun, shotgun. We go to the east, raid their base, get the dynamite, and then rescue the girl, then cross the bridge, and that's where the bio lab is gonna be, maybe. Those who are left here are just powerless, who are only waiting to die. The Scottish stole all the food, killed all the men, and kidnapped all the women. Daron is not a bad guy. Okay, we are talking about to you. This is... okay, the teleport station. We can go back to Paseo, which we are not gonna do because I'm not spending 60 coins on this. This town has been wiped. Okay. So now we continue to the east. I do remember that the first dungeon of this game was a thief's hideout, but that's how far I have played. This guy is alone, which means he's a little bit stronger, which means I may want to do Foy, but then I press the button and it attacks instead of open the menu because I forgot. Then the default is not changing your controls. The default is just go for it. So just go for it. 7. His damage is low, but when we get some nice equipment, it should be better. I think she has better attack than he at the beginning, but he can equip a shield. I think that was it. Okay. Is this the path to top right? I think this is the path to top right. And then we can just explore the right side. Far victorious. That's a lot of 4 points in sequence. Okay. Sorry if I sound a bit tired. I am a bit tired. And also this is not a ultra hyperactive game. So that type of stuff is gonna happen. Okay, finally something that gives 5 instead of 4. Okay. I really wanna mod a running button. I know that there is some mods for this game. I know that there is a very popular mod that is essentially I'm sorry, what? What are you doing, 7? No, go back. Strategy, run away. Yeah, we end up crossing to a second zone. Okay. Is this a game over or do we go back to town? It's a game over and we go back to the menu. Okay, so saving was the right decision. So... Yep, game over if you die. So have to be careful with that. And save very frequent. She took 7 damage. Sorry, I'm just checking if we still have the equipment. If we saved it after doing shopping. The fast forward button is gonna cut like... Can I cross it here? Yes. Yes? No. The fast forward button is gonna cut like 10 hours of this playthrough. So... we have to be careful with the enemy we just died to. Don't go too much top right after crossing to the second city. Also, I just realized... Oh, the red flashing screen when you take damage. Oh, that shit is already hurting my eye. Oh, this is gonna be a bit not fun. Maybe I'm gonna put a filter on my monitor for flashing red lights. Not sure. I can worry about that tomorrow. There we go. This is kind of a... Maybe they just knew that the game was gonna be a bit grindy, so... they were okay with the kind of auto battle system. It is a nice system for long games. It's the same thing that I think about Shining Force. A lot of the systems in Shining Force feel like they were made... I'm talking about Shining Force because that's the game we literally just finished this week. There are a lot of systems that in that game that feel like they were made to create a very low stress game. Like how you revive just in time and then you can go back to fight, you don't lose... I don't think you lose anything and you keep all the experience you gain. A lot of systems that feel like were made to reduce the stress and make the play session relaxing. On the other hand, some of the things are extremely frustrating. Like most of the maps only having difficult terrain, so you have limited movement and the accuracy rate. This game feels a bit like that. It has... sorry. Sorry, just a bot on chat. Oh shit, these guys are strong. Shit. I did not notice. Fuck. Strategy order. Boy. Okay. 15 and 22. Okay. Nearly die. So let's go back here. We don't have any items. Yes. Can I use her tech? No, she's dead. He can... Okay, how do I survive the walk back to the city? Oh, I just wasted steps. Careful. Okay. We survived. I would like to revive an A. Cost 80. Yes. No. Okay, with Ney in the party, we can attack Ney, res. Okay. So crossing that bridge is really dangerous. At least until we don't get a new set of equipment. They said west, right? So let's just stay down here. I don't see... No, I don't see any... Okay, the Lotus again. Let's see. How much damage do you do, Lotus? You die in 2 hits. I think 3? Okay, Lotus are doable. It's just the next guy that is a bit scary. They say to the east, but the east we need to cross that bridge. Unless we go up here. I cannot ignore when there is a new enemy on the screen. We already game over once and we could have game over a second time. Could I keep track of game overs? Maybe. And I don't know. I will try to... No, I think it's better not to, because I'm gonna be playing trying to evade as many as possible. Because since game overs are not go back to town, but instead go back to the main screen and load your save, we don't want those. Nate doing double attack is excellent for us. Victory. Bit of money. So let me talk to this guy. What happened? I seen that face. He tried to kill Ney 7 months ago. This is bad news. Let's go back for a while. After a while. Okay. So the game is telling me this is a bit advanced. Don't touch that shit for now. Okay, so aside from the bridge to the east, let's check the top right here a bit more. My instinct says that I'm gonna have to cross that bridge. But... Okay, yeah, this is the fight. Lotus does 2 damage, but the frog does a lot. So whenever we encounter a frog, let's try to fire him. Okay. She lost a lot of life. Maybe her defense is low. But if I'm gonna buy anything, I kind of prefer to buy the knife first. Aside from this frog... Oh, this is crossing the bridge. Okay. Okay, yeah. Should I consider making a menu of the world map itself? I don't think we need to. Wait, is that not the bridge I'm thinking? Maybe that's not the bridge I'm thinking. Let's go back to the city. Let me rest. 300, so okay. I think we got level ups and his cost is still the same. So I think it's a predefined value depending on which town you are at. No, actually nothing here. I want to buy a knife. That's a sentence. Sorry, a dagger. Post is gonna use. You must be joking. Are you sure you want that? Is he not capable of using daggers? Maybe. Scapo. You must be joking. You must be joking. Steel, when we bought steel bars for her, what did it said? You must be joking. Here you go. Okay. So that's how you know which equipment you want. Each character can use it. Ah, that's annoying. Also, how do I sell this? Do you sell items? No. Sorry, can I sell items at you? Can I? Sell. Osty? No. Nee. The third steel bar. No. Alright, so the item shop is where we buy and sell. So it's where we buy items and sell all the equipment. Okay. Let's save. Then go outside again. Yes. Welcome to the new save name. Ah, just for the sake of being faster. Okay, so we are restore. Yes. We don't have new gear, but that's fine. Let's explore top right. And then later we cross the bridge on bottom right. Yeah, no, that's not that bridge. Was there a way to go more to the right? I think there was, but I could be just misremembering. Ney can now use healing spells 5 times. I kind of want to grab online a list of who can equip which weapons and how many points does each weapon gives. I just said that I don't want to use any outside information, but that's because this is the type of shit you assume that it's gonna be on the menu. Maybe it's because since the game came with a guide, it's assumed you're gonna have the guide so they don't have to say, because you're gonna check it from there. That could be a reason. Yeah, that could be a reason. Ney got a level up. She gets a level much faster than the protagonist. Her damage also have gone up. She's not doing 7-8 anymore. Now she's doing consistently 90 points. There we go. 7 after I just said that. This also is probably gonna be a... I'm not sure if this is gonna be smaller streams. Because... it hurt my eye to watch this because of the flashing red screen. I'm gonna see online if I can find some way to deal with this. There probably is some way. Because we only been here for an hour and half of that wasn't even doing combat. And my eyes are already starting to hurt a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so we are gonna have to cross the bridge. Didn't want to cross the bridge, but let's do it. Let's immediately just go to the right and see what happens. We can go to the bottom right here. Okay, there is 2 Amarant and 1 spinner. Go for 4 on the Amarant. And she can attack. I think they do 7 damage, yeah. Okay. use Foy on the Amarant and use her healing spell on Osti. He lost 6 points. He lost 3. He missed the 4. Okay, strategy run. Okay, if we cross the bridge, we die. But it is what we have to do. It's just we have to become a little bit stronger first. It's just how it is with games like this. I did not expect... Oh, new technique. To encounter a grind barrier this early. Ryuka. Let me open the menu. Ryuka. Transports you to the city where your travel information is restored. So, it sends you back to where you last saved the game. How is your money? I did not check how much it cost. $444. Okay. So we can do. Let me see the weapon shop here. Sorry, that's the wrong shop. Is it the right one? Can he use a bowgun? Yes, he can. And we have enough money to buy some other stuff. So his attack is 32. 43, much higher. Occupies both hands. Sorry, my head is already floating. I want to rest. And then save. And then we can continue. Our next priority should be the fiber coat. Because clearly... Oh, if we press no, we just go back to city. I don't know why I did not expect that. Continue. Hey. Just opening some stuff. The second town have different weapons. Do they have a different armor shop? Let's check. And yeah, there isn't much for us to do aside from trying to grow strong enough to the point where we can just explore the second zone. Nate has enough mana for 6 casts now. Oh, I wasn't checking the animation of his new attack. That's my fault. Oh, come on, let me see it. I guess it's my fault for using the fast forward function. Mosquito. Bug. Miss. 7. Gun for 4. That's not a lot, actually. 5. Maybe there is a gimmick? The knife does have lower attack, so why? It's weak against certain types of enemies? Frog. 26, 25. Okay, yeah, he does 2 points. 10 points! Strategy. Okay, maybe that was a critical hit. Points, 20, and he gets another level up. I don't think there's a save point here. There is a rest point, which we are grateful for. But I don't think there was a save point. Can I? No. Okay, let's check the weapon shop. Dagger, steel, sword, ceramic, sonic gun, and shotgun. All really outside of my budget. So let's cross the bridge again and see what happens. I think we should be using spells against these frogs. And if necessary, she can heal. 16. Insta-kill. Will he do it again? She killed before he had the chance. The bridge. I think we're gonna stop really early today because I think I'm more exhausted than I thought I was gonna be. Yeah, I think I'm way more exhausted than I thought I was gonna be. Let's try exploring a little bit more to the right here. Oh, we can do this one. Then we can reach as far as we can. Get the frog. And then teleport back to town, save. And then I can do a little bit of grinding, and then tomorrow we can start actually playing the game, start doing the dungeons and everything else. If I leave it like this, is he gonna cast Void again? Yes. So as long as I don't stop him, he's gonna look cast his spell. Which is not something we want to. At least when we are fighting small with enemies like this. Drop 7. We do have him for damage and her for healing. I think we can just attack the Lotus. The Lotus don't do that much. Okay, we are finally exploring the post-bridge zone. Oh, there's something there. There is the frog. Rest Foy on the froggy. And then after he does it, we press a button to stop. And when everyone is done, strategy, order him to attack and fight. Oh yeah, he have the gun. The gun is really not working for him. When we were playing Lagrange Point have a system where sword attacks used one stat, used strength, and gun attacks using intelligence. Maybe this game has a system like this, and that's why he's not doing high damage with the gun. Let's try going back to the knife. We lose 10 attack points, but let's see how it's gonna change. Okay, yeah, this is the thief's hideout. I remember that. I remember those tiles. And this is a very high level fight. Yeah, let's just run. We can do a fight like that right now, but only if she casts healing on both of them. They are in perfect condition, and he can cast full 7 times while she's healing. Then we can do a fight like that. All right. I am very silent today. I'm sorry about that. I don't like that. Oh, that's a big one. I guess that's because of how the fact that this is just auto battle does that. There isn't really much for me to say. It's just, well, they are still fighting. They are still following orders. They are still doing like 1 or 2 points of damage. Still attacking and now deploy. There we go. Let them narrating the fight, which I kinda already do. But I don't... not sure. Kinda need to be sure because this what you're seeing right now is 90% of this game. How many Phantasy Star games are we gonna play? We're gonna play 2, 3, and 4. But I think that's the end. We are not playing Phantasy Star Online 1 or 2. Phantasy Star Online 1 kinda interesting me, but it has to be that thing where you're playing with a group and exploring and... Oh, is this the bandit zone? I remember the tiles. I remember like this is the tiles of the bandits headquarters. But both that area and this area look the same. Maybe the one above is like the abandoned base and this is the correct base? Question mark. Actually, I don't want you to use more spells because I do want you to have mana for us to teleport back to the city. Yeah. We don't need to go back yet because she can still recover us a little bit. Let me explore the upper base. Let's call this upper and down, up base and down base. Yeah. Well, let me look at up base. Oh, the pipes parallel or something else. Are these holes? By the way, this is the dungeon. Like, this is how the dungeons in this game are. Nothing more. There is... Frog. Can we kill? I think we can. We are gonna lose a little bit of life, but as long as we don't miss too much. Yeah, he's doing more damage with the knife that he was doing with the gun that has 10 more attack power. So I need to look into that. There is probably some sort of depending on your characteristics, your damage is different. He is at 1Y. Run. Well, he's gonna die, and there goes my way back into the city. No, I didn't. No. Go back. I want to run. Well, are we gonna get a game over and lose the last, like, 12 minutes? But no, not fight. Strategy, order, means herself, res herself. Okay. He recovers 20 points. They are doing... not 20 points. Okay, strategy, order, herself, rest herself. And then press a button to cancel. I don't want her to attack. Strategy, run away. Why is running away not working? Okay. Where is the way back? She can restore herself 2 more times and that restore about 20 points. It's go down here. Down to the right. I shouldn't have entered the dungeon. 3 frogs. Run. Please run. 7 Q2. Strategy, order, rest herself, fight, and then press a button to cancel the auto combat. Restore. Strategy, run. Okay. I think the exit was here. Strategy, run. It's fine. Press a button to make sure it is gonna be knocked auto. The worst thing that can happen is her auto 1-1. Okay. Oh, they missed 1 attack and the other 2 they only did 1. So, and now they do 10, and they do 10, and they do 10. Okay. And so we lost what, 20 minutes of the 30. So yeah, yeah, this is certainly gonna be an adventure. That's certainly gonna be an adventure. Continue. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's see, what did we learn? We learned that he has to be equipped with the knife and the bowgun can be sold because it's a trap. It's a horrible fucking thing that just makes us worse. Sell. Post the bowgun. Yes. No. You. The coats are 300 and the shield is 5. Yes, so 600,500. Let's go back to the bandit cave, and then when we go back, we get there, we just stay around it, grind a little bit on the 2nd tier of enemies. Yeah, and try to accumulate some money. Fucking game over just woke me up. I don't like game overs. Nowadays I don't like game overs. A long time ago, not even that long ago, I was completely fine with game overs. But nowadays I am of the philosophy that if you die, you should go back to town. You can penalize the player, like making him lose money, making him lose experience, making him understand that he lost and he should be punished for losing. But game overs are annoying. Also, canonically, Ney died and this is a clone. Osti hasn't died yet in this save, but Ney has. So, oh yeah, there is something I want to do. We got here, so in theory, since we got to a new town, we can go back to our town and get a new party member. That's how I understand the system to work, but I'm not sure it's gonna work like that because it's literally just walk 5 seconds. But, or maybe it will, and then we're gonna have a third party member, and things gonna be much easier. I know that some people play this game and never understand the party system. Because let's be honest, the only explanation we have at this point is the manual, which doesn't really explain, and one NPC in the first city. That's all. Go back here. Does that ruins count as a city for a party member? There is a knock at the door. I'm sorry to intrude, but I have heard an Osti and I are trying to solve the mystery of the biomonster. I am a professional biomonster hunter. I have little talent except that I'm good with a gun. I also want to go with you. My name is Rudo, which is short for Rudolf Steiner. Maybe you think you know a better name from me? No. Your name fits you well. I'm glad to have you in your group. Let's check the roster. So yeah, that's how we got a new party member. So now we have 3. And we could have done that all this time. He starts at level 1 with a bowgun, fiber coat, and boots. Okay, so he does use bowgun. He has 60 strength, 28 mentality, and 18 agility. Strength for guns and agility for melee? No, that sounds wrong, but I guess. Okay, can I buy a fiber coat? Or Osti? Yes. No. If I go here and equip it, is it better? 28 defense? 32 defense, yes. So we need another fiber coat for her and a shield. I cannot believe we could have started already with a third party member. No, nothing else, thank you. So let's do a few fights with Rudolph. I like his sprite. He has that big chest, big man kind of vibe. I like that. Oh yeah, I talk about doing this, so let me do this. I go here. Is this right? Yes. We got a new party member, so let's read his introduction. Where are you? Rudo. His beloved wife and little daughter were murdered by biomonsters. Once a soldier dedicated to peacekeeping, Rudo is now a deadly hunter of biomonsters. Cool under fire, Rudo is a master at using cannons and Vulcans. Alright. So he's our gun user. He's our gun user. Alright. Did I rest? No. So let's rest. Is the price gonna increase now that we have 3 party members? No. So the price is based on cities. Okay. Let's save. Because I don't want to lose the progress of getting a party member and organizing the inventory a little bit. Yes, I want to erase. Yes, all memories are saved. Thank you. Good luck. Oh, yes, I do want to continue playing. So, let's get to the bandit hideout again and see how much Rudo is gonna help. And then we go back to town, and then we continue doing that until we buy the second fiber coat, the fiber shield, and maybe a few potions. Okay, so he's in the left square. Okay, that's what the left and right square was. Also, he has a cool sprite. Let's fight and see what he does. She does attacks of 9. We do 7, and he... Okay, not the best first impressions, I gotta say. Okay, we got I think the same amount of experience as usual. There are games where experience is mixed between party members, so if you put more party members you gain less experience kind of deal. I'm not sure if this is gonna be one of those. I think 4 was how much we got. 1 for each fire ant and 2 for the poisoner, maybe? 4 points. Also, he has 44 life. He has a lot more life than the 2 of them, at least on the first level. Even now, they are like 3-4 levels above him, and he still has more life. And I think he has enough defense to also 5. Okay, that's not a lot. If I remember from the Phantasy Star 1, there was a bunch of guns that have AoE properties. You would attack and it would do damage to every enemy at the same time. Bazookas especially. Again, the same fight multiple times. Even after crossing the bridge. This is a game that is making me drink a lot of water. Because every time I press Auto, I turn to grab some. Give myself cooldown. Okay, bugs. Can you accurately hit a bug? Because they are a bit annoying to hit. Maybe you have some sort of... Okay, you did hit it. Was that just lucky, or do you have higher accuracy versus flying enemies as the usual long-ranged kind of thing? Also, and party of victorious for... Okay, no, now I'm thinking it's dividing, because I think that was worth more than 4 before. Could be remembering, could be misremembering. Could just be misremembering. Yeah, most of the battles are gonna be on fast forward like this. I don't like doing that because I like to appreciate the music. I don't have a problem with fast forward being a fast forward. I have a problem with fast forward fucking the music. Because I like the music. And it doesn't sound good like this. 7, nice. Okay, with him we can also survive a lot longer because instead of the damage being divided between 2, it's not divided between 3. And he has a lot of life, so... Rudo has gained a level and max HP. He did not gain max TP. And I believe he doesn't have TP. Yeah, he doesn't have TP. So he doesn't have spell. He is just a gunman. He exists to shoot guns and that's the end. Okay, we got hearing. Okay, wait. These are not mosquitoes, these are wasps. I think they're doing higher damage. Yeah, they're doing 3. Okay, strategize. You are gonna cast Foy. And you are gonna cast Res on Osti. Okay. We can win this. We can win this. Okay, Afoy did not kill them. And now they're doing 4. Rudo is not doing anything. And I think I just started a second loop. Oh, that's bad. Miss the Foy. Oh, that's horrible. Strategy order. She is gonna cast Res on herself. Fight. Oh, it's because they are healing. Their attack drains life. So every... Okay, we got 1. Okay, we can do this. 6. Now it's 2. 13, 4, 6, strategy, order, rest, Osti. That's a difficult battle. They have rest, recover, and again. Double foil, okay. As long as the foil are targeting the same enemies, we should. Okay, I don't think we need another foil here. Okay. 21 and 100 gold. That. Yes, we were worth it this much. That was not an easy fight. Let's just walk back. I think we can just walk back. How much mana does she still have? Enough. Let's do a round of harass. And then we go back to the first town. And by the time we are there... I believe items, no. Fate, yes. 450. By the time we are there, I think we should have enough to buy a shield for him. Or Osti, which is the most expensive item we want. It was what, 570? Something around that. Those are just normal mosquitoes, we can just attack them. Or we can try to get Rudu the sonic gun. That could be better, because if the sonic gun is what I remember from the first game and it's an AoE weapon, that will help us a lot. Let me check the shopkeepers. What weapons are they selling and for how much? Yeah, I think it's staying near the bandit base in front of it and trying to grab a few fights like that is the best way to go. Especially because we are constantly getting stronger. Especially if we can buy something interesting with the money we have right now. This is reminding me of Breath of Fire 1. That game has a start like that, like this, where the first thing you should do in that game is just leave town, grind 1 or 2 fights, go back to town, rest, and then continuously doing that for like 6-7 times until the protagonist can survive a few fights. I think I talked about this before. Some people hate shit like that, but I don't mind. I kind of like it. Okay, sonic gun and shotgun. Do I want to Google this? Do I want to Google this? No. I said I'm not gonna be using external resources, and I'm gonna keep my word. We are not gonna Google if sonic gun is a special AoE weapon or something like that. Maybe the shotgun is, I don't know. And I'm not gonna figure it out. We are gonna figure it out by... Actually... Let's go back to the first town. Because the bow gun that he is using can be sold for 150, right? That should cover the rest of the price. Now we're also gonna do like 2 or 3 fights on the way there. That's number 2. Oh, Austin needs more attack. We need to buy him the better dagger. But the one that sells on the second city is 1,200. So expensive. There we go. 3 fights. Mostly got some level up. Nice. New spell. What have we learned? Gifoy. And he has 2. When did he learn 2? Manual. Since I'm having here, might as well. Gifoy is the upgraded version of Foy. It's Foy, Gifoy, and Nafoy. And the other is Tsu. 3 Gatsu Natsu concentrate the light of the Algon Star system into a fatal laser beam. As magic increases strength, so does the devastation power. 2 is regular strength, Natsu is more powerful, and Gitsu is the middle one. So he has fire spell and laser spell. I want to see in battle. I also want to see how much Gifui costs and how much damage it does. Not expecting the protagonist to learn how so many offensive spells. 2. Fight. Okay. It's a thunder spell! Wait, go back there. It costs 6 mana. It costs 3 times the amount than Foi costs, but it does 2.5. The Foi did 12, 13, this did 30, so it's a bit more than double. But that's great, especially for the mosquito wasp fight we did, where they were constantly recovering HP. Having a really strong spell like that is gonna be great for situations like this. He has 6 TP. Went to 0 and 37. Okay, so also important to remember. Maybe even stronger than 2. Also, okay, so the protagonist actually is an insane DPS for us. Do we have enough for the sonic gun? Maybe. The protagonist is the weakest party member, if so, but he is also the strongest, which is interesting. Which of your lugs is gonna hold the sonic gun? Rudu. Here you go. Equipment. Rudu. 31 attack. 32 attack. And it's right hand. Is this a dual wield kind of weapon? Let me do a random encounter just to see. Wait, you cannot do random encounters there. I learned that as I was testing for the sound settings. I was checking to see if the game was correctly sounding decent. Okay, same damage, but it's probably because you are supposed to use 2 of these. Or maybe you can use the shield with it. Maybe that's what the Elmo thing is for. Those are 2 possible scenarios, I guess. I want to heal. It costs 24. Why does it cost 24? Because the protagonist is now level 5. Not sure. It increased by 8. So it was 16 and now it's 24. So it was 8. Oh, maybe it's the amount of characters that are damaged multiplying by 2, and Rudu wasn't counting last time because he have full status. Is that it? Oh, no, we don't need to leave the city. I was thinking, oh, we need money, and then I thought, oh, I have to leave and do a random encounter. No, we were going to the item shop. We can sell the blowgun. The blowgun. Sell on Rudu the blowgun. No, thank you. So I guess I'm not gonna buy another sonic gun without being sure that he can dual wield. I know Nate can dual wield, but I don't know if he can dual wield. And I was about to say I'm gonna look at between streams, but no, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. Let me see the shop. The other shop was selling... What was it? Shotgun for 800. Maybe that's a better gun for him. because I'm not gonna buy 2 Sonic guns. So maybe that's a better investment. Dagger and Scalpel. The fact that none of the 2 protagonists can maybe use this, at least the description. When we're trying to give them the items, it sounds like they can't use it. Questions. I don't want to risk it then. I think it's better to just buy armor or try to go for the shotgun. The shotgun does sound like a good idea. I was thinking of saving directly to the shotgun, but I convinced myself that the Sonic gun was good because I convinced myself that I remember it being a good weapon the first game. Maybe it could be, maybe it just changed, or maybe most likely I'm just misremembering my adventures. Yeah. The damage he's doing is a little bit higher. It could be because of level ups, but maybe it is just a little bit higher. And if my other theory is correct, and it's because now he can equip the elm thing as a shield, which is also a possibility, that means just by having this gun, it unlocks a nice defensive option for him, which is good. Okay, for you guys, I can just basic attack. Make some money and go back to the bandit base. Right. Victory. One thing I want to buy before we start doing our first exploration to the bandit village. I think we're gonna do that. Start exploring, then go back, buy the shield, and buy. I want an exit item. Osti has a spell that lets us go back to the city, but he doesn't have a spell that lets us leave the dungeon. And I want one of those. The item was 140? It was a bit expensive. Do I want to spend 140 gold on that type of stuff? Right now 140 gold is a lot. After 2 or 3 dungeons it's gonna be like fair change. Not sure. Okay, we look a little bit into this dungeon already. And I do think this is the dungeon I remember. So I'm gonna look a bit on the other one. I wanna see which one is not the story dungeon. It could just be a misery. I'm trying to decide how much I should trust my memories. They are not reliable right now. Rest. Thankfully, we are getting strong enough that we can just not worry about it. Okay, no. Now we are back to worrying about it. Giveaway on the wasp. Rudo is paralyzed, that's fine. Heal 4, heal 4. Is this gonna cost 21 as I believe? Yes. Strategy order. Do another giveaway at the wasp. He has done decent amount on the Amorant, so I don't think we need to do another giveaway. I think we can conserve the mana and just attack. Ney is no longer paralyzed. Okay, he wasted his turn. Me 6. We have done 21. Alright. It's 90 and 880. Every fight like that, it feels like a boss fight. It feels like we are about to die. Okay, what do we have here? Maybe dynamite can open this door. Okay, so that's probably where they are okay, they're probably... okay, we are not even gonna risk it. We are not gonna even consider not using our strongest thing at whatever this is. I think that was 9 damage. Okay. 4 experience in 6. Okay, that's so little for how intimidating that shield was. Okay, so it's probably you have to go to the base above, and then at the end you're gonna get dynamite, and then you go here, use the dynamite, and then you have a second bandit cave, and then at the end you rescue the little girl, the daughter of the guy from the bridge. We cross the bridge, and then on the other side of the bridge it should be the biomass laboratory. I think that's how chapter 1 is gonna go. Yes. Okay, 540. We have enough for the shield. Let's keep going until we... actually... this could be a nice opportunity to test how much mana does it cost for us to go back to town. But then we have to go back here later. I wanna do a few more fights first. I do want the coach. We could also just sell the Sonic thing and buy the shotgun. That's... How reckless it is to already sell the second thing. Do we prefer to use Gifoy and kill one enemy, or use Foy 4 times? I think I'm gonna Gifoy and kill one enemy. And then Rudu and Ney. Fuck. I was gonna say both of them are gonna kill the Amaranth. Kill one Wasp. Now order everyone to attack the Amaranth. I'm gonna save this mana. Attack the Amaranth. Yes. Press a button so we're outside auto again. Okay, the Wasp is full HP, but that's because we haven't tried attacking him. Okay, I'm not gonna use the Foy here because I want to see if 3 points is enough to go back to the city. 12, 9, 14, 20. 20 damage kills him. Okay, Ney got a level. We got a lot of money. Tech. Osti, Ryuk. Not enough TP. Okay, 3 points is not enough. Let's go back to the second... Let's go back to the first city. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna sell the Sonic gun and buy the shotgun. Because the Sonic gun was just very disappointing. Maybe the shotgun will be a little bit more fun. I much prefer to focus on meaningful upgrades. Like 600 coins for increasing his damage for 1-2 points is so meaningless. He probably can equip a second one or a shield, which would make it really good. But if we buy a second one and it doesn't work like that, okay, here's what we are gonna do. We're gonna rest with Ney. The shotgun is 800. We are nearly at 800. So we are gonna just grind a little bit of money here. and we are gonna buy the shotgun. We're gonna equip the shotgun and we're gonna test it. If I feel like it's meaningful upgrade, we'll keep it. If I feel like it was a waste of money, we are gonna sell, go back to the sonic gun, and then try to accumulate enough money for a sonic gun. If he cannot dual wield sonic guns and it was just a waste, we are gonna sell it, and that's the end of the story. Again, you kind of have to be willing to do experimentations in this position. Alright, that's enough. Was it 800 or was it 900? 800. The protagonist needs the sword. The sword is absolutely his upgrade. Ceramic knife. Okay. Shotgun. You can use it. Equipment. Rude. 48. No, 35 attack. 38 attack. And this is two-handed. So no dual wielding shotguns. Let's do a fight. Let's just do it on the way back. I want to go back to the city to save. She attacks. And she kills both of them. So we don't have a chance to... 10 damage. Okay, that's significant damage. The question is... 10 isn't good. 10 is really good. The question is... Does this attack in area, or is this single target? We need to check with a wide range of enemies, as well as a lot of enemies of the same type. A group of enemies. This could be... Yeah, let's do it here. Strategize. Order Rudy to attack the beast. Strategize, order Ozzy to defend. And strategize and order Ney to defend. Okay, it's AoE. But it did not attack the fire ant, which means it attacks a group of enemies for around 10 points of damage for each member of the group. That is a phenomenal upgrade for him. That was absolutely worth it. And now we can sell the sonic gun, and with the amount of money we get it, we can buy a fiber coat. Can I buy the shield? No. At least not yet. Next expedition, probably. So, heal. Sorry if this is boring to watch, if we should already be doing the dungeon and stuff like that. It's just... Now that I know that game overs are immediately fuck you, I want to make sure we are well prepared for it. And for example, this shotgun is absolutely gonna be a gigantic boost for us. The other boost we really need is the protagonist becoming a little bit stronger, and the way we can do this... I can do an experimentation. Let's do experimentation. I'm willing to waste money. Dagger. And knife. Okay. Can he equip the dagger? He can equip. He cannot equip the dagger. If I have a knife on my left hand, can I have a knife on my left hand? He can dual wield knives. Okay. Okay. That was a worth test. So yeah, if she says, "Are you crazy?" that means the character cannot equip it. Okay, we learn more things. Okay, so we don't need to buy the shield yet. We can... Oh, I do want this ceramic knife. I think it was ceramic knife, the 1200, or was it like long and that long sword or something like that. With this amount of power, I am willing to try. Yes, 200. Okay, let's try. Let's go here. I would like to buy Monomate. Ost is gonna carry one. Yes. 2. 2. 2 for each. And 1 escapipe to Rudu. I think Rudu is... If someone is gonna survive, it's gonna be Rudu. How is our inventory? Okay. Bit full, but good enough. So now we save, and now we are gonna start our first exploration. We cannot upgrade the Rudo's weapon right now. We cannot... I think we cannot upgrade Nei's weapon. We can upgrade the protagonist a little bit more, but it's really expensive. Maybe the ceramic dagger can also be equipped by Nei? Maybe. Rudo has the best weapon. We still can buy 1 more fiber coat for Nei. So take that in consideration next time. Let's see, is he gonna just attack it twice like she is doing? Yeah, so essentially double his damage. Yeah. Oh, how many things I would have done different if we restarted the game right now. Immediately buy 2 metal pipes for her. Grind 100 coin, grab another knife for him. Immediately bolt to the second time, grab a Rudu. And then save for a shotgun. Oh, that shotgun is so good. Alright. So now we go up here. .25 Mesa. No, that's too much. These are the normal ones, that's fine. The problem is Amaranth and Wasps. Protagonist Osti also has 27 mana. We do need to save, I wanna say 6? It's not 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna guess 6 or 8. I do think it's an even number for the return back to the city spell. Okay, so I'm gonna start drawing my map now. So I'm gonna start down here. You can go to the left. There is like a barrier up here, and you can go to the left or to the right. Let's check the right path. Okay. Here, a bit down, you can just fight. There is a chest here. I'm gonna create a circle to mark the chest. An empty circle. This way, when I open, I can just press a button. I can just cross the circle. There is like something here going up and as well to the right. Then the path goes down and there is also a square to our right. Inside that square there is a treasure chest above and something, I don't know what, below. I think those are the stairs. So we continue going down. Into the right. 3 frogs. I can deal 3 frogs. Sorry if my voice is a bit lower. It's just because of me writing. Also needs a healing immediately. Shotgun. Good job, shotgun. I think we can just try to kill him. Yeah. At most, he was gonna do 10 points to Osti, and then he would die. And we can just heal that. Deck, knee, res. Osti. Okay. He goes and makes a circle around that with a dead end. So I'm gonna close this. And then I'm gonna go here. And then I'm gonna just mark that to the right is void. I need a better way to mark void. I'm gonna erase this void, I just mark it and then think of a better solution later. I could just... No, I don't want to use permanent markers for the walls yet. Okay, so that's the right path. Around something like this. So let's now go back to the left path. I want to at least finish clear the first floor. So those I think are teleporters, because if they are not teleporters, how are you gonna get inside that? Maybe there is a way to break walls? But if I remember right, these are teleporters, because I remember going in my head, why the fuck is the first dungeon of this game a teleporting maze? Also, I remember that the symbol on the teleport matters. So there are 4 arrows going out to the outside. Just gonna mark the arrows going, because I think there was a difference between the arrows going to the inside and outside. I think that's how you know if it's going up or down. Yeah, because when you go and then you leave and you see, and the tile that you're standing in looks different because that tile is going down because you just went up, or the other way. I don't know if we're gonna go up or down. Doesn't matter. Fight. Again, sorry if my voice sounds a bit distant because of me. There's a notebook in front of me now, and it's occupying space. Okay, so that's the exit. Left side goes down a little bit, and then it opens in this circle. Is this the same type of circle? There is a square here with arrows pointing outside, and there is an unopened treasure chest to its left. I am surprised that we still haven't encountered any strong enemy inside. I guess RNG is RNG. Oh, they got a level up. Okay. Yeah, it's the same kind of deal as the other side. So let me just make it a bit more symmetrical. Chest and item. This can go up. There is some sort of line here, like a belly. Let me go to the right first. I want to see a bit more of the middle. That's probably another. That was another teleporter there. So guess there's another ball. Okay, there is a wall here. It goes down to the right. What was this? Normal foil on the frog? No. I'm gonna send orders for Ryuju to attack the bees and the other two to attack the frog. And they all attack the bee. And that's fine. Not gonna worry about min-maxing management. Okay, and this wall closes on this wall. There is... It does go to the right above it. I think the shotgun's gonna carry this fight, so you don't need to worry too much. By the time the shotgun attack, they were all dead. Max HP, max HP. Getting a bit stronger. As much as I think the start is a bit cruel, at this point we're starting to get stronger, it's starting to feel nice. Okay. I don't know how far this goes, but there is like a weird signal here. To our left, it does like go up. Can you see? I don't think you can see my mouse. Let me just sorry. Game properties, capture cursor. Okay, so there is another belly here. There is it does close above us. Where is my pen? Okay, it does close above us. Does it go into another? Okay. This continuously go to the right and then go up, connect there, and goes to the and has a little bit of a dent to the right. Okay, and inside the dent there is a teleporter. The map doesn't have good proportions, but that's my fault to begin with. Okay, so we can go to the left here, and then we can do the circle above. Inside this circle there is another teleporter. All 4 teleporters have triangles and points all out to the outside. Is there a chest near the teleport? Does the teleport only have 2 triangles instead of 3? Instead of 4? No. We are gonna be using... Without a doubt of... Oh, there is an item here. Let me mark this item. Without a doubt, this is gonna be the Sega game of the Sega collection we're gonna play with the most fast forward. Okay. And then goes into a straight line. We probably are gonna be using the teleporter that was in the middle of the room to go to the 2nd floor, and then all of these are used to go down and grab an item. Let me make sure that everyone is restored. Alright. Okay, this one goes a bit like this. The circle closes. and there is this line here. Okay. There is a small line there, and then it goes up. The upper path continuously going up. This opens. Oh, the bread proportions are gonna screw me at some point. When you have bad proportions, things don't end up matching. But I can just redraw this. Another circle. With a chest and a teleporter. So another chest, another teleporter. But this time we are now on the inside. Okay, so this did close, and this connected this. Yes. Map looks ugly as fuck. And inside here above it should be nothing. Oh, there is like a weird line here, but it doesn't matter. Because here we have access to the chest and a teleporter. There were 4 other teleporters, all of which have an item together with them. Yep, that's the left teleporter. And if I go down here, let me see. Is this? There is an. We pick up this item. Yes. Here. Yes. My map looks a bit wrong actually. But that's doesn't matter. It represents what I need it to represent. And then to the left, there should be a long corridor and does nothing. And the teleporter. Yep. Okay. Am I crazy or there were 2 teleporters here? Maybe I'm just crazy. Yeah, I'm just crazy. Okay, so teleporter. Second floor. So the dungeon is essentially 4 circles. It's like a weird 8. No, 2 8s hugging weirdly. Okay. Second teleporter. Okay, see what I mean? This one now the arrows pointed downward. I'm gonna write down that this is teleporter A. Let me choose a different color. And teleporter A send us to the second floor. Draw a square here with a triangle pointing to the square. I'm gonna call you A. And I'm gonna just... I kinda want to make a line pointing from one map to the other, but I don't want to have a bunch of lines connecting. Anyways, A. A has 4 weird exits to each of the 4 cardinal directions. Let's check the upper path first. We cannot. Why? Are we... Are we locked to the bottom path? Even if I do this... Yes. Okay, we are exploring the bottom path. The bottom path ends there. So these are just... Is this nothing? Because I can just... Yeah, this is nothing. Okay, so let me draw this for... Actually, they're too big. Let me make it smaller. Sorry if this is boring to listen, because you're just listening to someone drawing a map without actually seeing the map being drawn. But it's just the way it is. I guess after we are done with the dungeons, I can, when I'm rendering the stream to upload, I can try to maybe scan and show you guys the map. Create the line. Oh no, I'm gonna make this shit even smaller. This is gigantic. This is like 3 tiles wide. This is like really small. There we go. Small. So above us there is a line. I don't know how much there is above us. Let's keep going. And there is a diagonal here. I guess for a streaming experience, it would be much better for me. Oh, that thing above us is a corridor. And it opens up here. This is a diagonal line. And there is some like wall there. There is an exit to the right. Let's check what else. There is some sort of room here with a weird wall in the middle. Oh, this wall is also not connected. And then on the bottom we have another line and goes to the left across the 2 pillars. It's impressive how the moment I start to focus on the map building, I'm just ignoring the enemies. Okay, it goes straight, then goes down with another dent here. Okay, goes down, and then here there is a teleporter, which is pointing to itself. Go down. This teleporter is one of the... It should be one of the 4 items on the first floor. So I think it's worth to just go there and grab it. Yeah. So I'm just gonna finish drawing this first. Then there is an entry here. The door down and then starts going up diagonally. Inside this there is a weird square. This goes up here, up here. Let me grab that chest first. Oh shit! Oh shit, actually, let's pay attention. Order. Rudu can attack the carriers. Order OC is gonna deploy the spinner. Strategy and A is gonna rest Rudo. If we killed one, carrier are doing not that much damage actually. Okay. Strategy order. Rudo is gonna attack the carriers again. You're gonna cast Giveaway on the other spinner, and you can fight. I should have her attack the carriers. Oh, good job, Rudo. Good job. Okay, not as much as I was expecting. Oh, there's another teleporter there. Let me mark this. There is a chest. And then another teleporter above it. And this one has triangles pointing outside. So that's the third floor. Let me just draw this room a little bit. Wall here. The wall there goes up. And there is probably something outside, but we are not drawing that for now. Grab this chest. Dynamite. That's the second tier healing item, I believe. Let me grab this teleporter. Oh, let me mark that I grab this chest. This chest is... I think it's the bottom left. Yes. Consider we are... Oh, this is locked. I'm gonna put an L here. This is locked. Okay, you can fight by yourself. I am easy mapping. This is teleporter B. And it sends us to... I'm just gonna mark this is the entrance. Okay. Well, space here. Okay, so we have locked chests. We have another teleporter there. Let me check outside. Is this another circle? Like the first floor? Yes. And then... Okay, so this is the end of this room. And there is a circle. I think if the first... I think I remember this. If the each floor, the inside was different, but the overall shape of the building was the same. So the first floor has this... can I don't remember how to draw it, but like the shape has a weird like 8, double 8 kind of thing. And so if the first floor is like this, all floors above are like that, but the inside of each floor is different. So we go up here. And then there is a corridor you can go to the right, or there is also an entry with a teleporter pointing outside. I should point the arrows. I'm making the points arrows pointing. I'm making all the arrows to the right of the squares, pointing to the right or to the inside or outside. I should make the arrows below or above pointing if it's going down or up, because I'm putting the maps on the same page, just below each other. I should be doing like that. But I cannot erase that, so fuck it. Second map is gonna be improved. Okay. That's how you start with maps. You make an ideas, and then as you go on, you decide actually doing like this would be better, and then you change it. Okay, strategy. Ney needs to rest Osti, and I should have done this outside of combat. These guys are not actually as strong as I thought they were gonna be. How much money do we have at this point? 800, holy shit. Buying that 1200 knife is not outside the realm of possibility. Ney is gonna heal herself. Ideally, we always want to use the mana first before using healing items. Okay, so this is the room with the entrance and the path above it. And there is 2 teleporters. Yes, one going up and one going down. And then there is a room here. And there is a line going down here. And a line going to the right. There is a second teleporter in this room. And this one is pointing to itself. Which means this teleporter sent us to this chest here. It's locked. Let me mark this as a locked chest. I don't know if this game is gonna be... Oh, let me mark then this is teleporter C. And it sent us here. I should also erase this line and make it thinner so it fits the other better. Where's my ruler? Let me just make it a bit thinner. Just so it fits the rest after. Okay, let's leave this room and continuously moving around and seeing what we can find it. Honestly, I feel like we already did good progress on the first exploration. Also, can still cast... I think we're gonna... let's use Gifoy to kill the carrier. And then let me have Rudu kill the locust. And this should be... Oh, wait, fuck. He's gonna cast Gifoy again. Okay, no, thank God. Okay, I thought we were gonna lose all of the mana. We are not gonna touch the 3rd floors yet. Okay. So this line goes Genius. And then there is another Genius. I'm pretty sure this corridor, yeah, this corridor is this corridor. That's how bad the proportion of my map are. Holy shit. Okay, we go to the right and it opens. There is a really weird line here. We're fine in there. Okay. The map shows these things. It's just the proportions are really bad. Okay. Let's move up. And that's... okay, yeah, that's what I assume. This is the 3rd... The 3rd... yeah, the next square. One going onwards, and so inside that's probably gonna be a 2nd teleporter that moves down there, yes. This weird line goes further, and below that is the other teleporter, and this one goes down a level. Is there anything more to the right? There is something to the right, but I cannot access it. That's the outside corridor of the top right segment. You cannot access it yet. Nay is getting low on mana. We did bring extra healing items to compensate if we want to make this exploration a bit longer. Yeah, this is just closer. So let me check. Can we grab this chest? This is the top right chest. No, it's locked. Top right chest is locked. And this is teleporter D. Alright. So for me to go back, we need to go all around the base and go back to the middle. What do we buy first? I don't want to buy the shield anymore since I know the protagonist can dual wield. I think the... Can we win? We can win, but we can lower the damage we take if we do a better job of organizing who is attacking who. Okay, if I go here... Oh, this is blocked. Interesting. So... Why are we winning so easily? It's because we level up so much that our natural defense is high enough. So if we start on the bottom left, top left and top right can be accessed in this path, and we have to access them in order. I think after I'm done and when I'm scanning this map I'm drawing to show you guys, then I'm gonna put it side by side with the actual map so you guys can see what it's actually supposed to look like. Oh, it's so bad. Oh shit, Amaranth. I'm okay with Ney using healing, but I don't want to use too much mana from Osti. I want to conserve so we can cast the spell to go back to the city. 1-4 here is fine. I should have him attack the Amaranth here. They're still doing 29. Okay, they're doing 3 damage. They are not doing that much. They are nice in counter actually because they don't do that much at this point. And they do give good XP and money. Okay, the final healing gonna be Ney healing herself, but we can wait a little bit before doing that. Okay, let me check. We have 2 paths to the right. I'm gonna have you attack the carriers and you 2 attack the spinners. I'm gonna spear so I can put this here. And then I can get a bit closer to the microphone. Okay, we have bottom right path or middle right. Let me check middle right. It leads to this room. Was there a chest? I could swear I saw a chest. Am I misunderstanding middle right? Yeah, now we are gonna heal her. Yeah. Attack, nay, res, nay. Yeah, this is border right. Okay. So it goes like it has that, this, a weird corridor here, and then a line it, then goes to the right, and then the around it. Let me check the around it. It goes around. And this one doesn't actually go that much around. It cuts here, and this cuts here. This cuts a little bit more. And then inside this we have 2 teleporters. The upper one goes outside and the bottom one goes in. I'm going to assume we know where the inside one will lead us. Also has 7 mana. 7 mana should be enough to cast the go back to town spell. Yep, and it's locked. Yep, yes. So all 4 chests on the first floor are locked, aside from the one with the 40 gold near the start. We have 5 teleporters. And on the second floor we have a new set of 4 teleporters. Let me finish mapping this floor here. What do we have? Because I could swear I remember seeing a room with a chest. This is the outside which leads to that wall, yes. So let me mark this. You should be able to just finish a couple more fights with just basic attack and no spells. And then to the left here, shouldn't there be a corridor with a chest? Or did I completely confuse myself? Oh, maybe I saw that and thought it was a chest. Yeah, maybe. This line is that line. Okay. Here. Here. And then if I could erase these markers, I would reposition these teleporters, but I can't. So, honestly, for first exploration, I think we did a good job right now. So, let's use Rudo's escape pipe. Followed by Osti's Ryukyu. 7 is not enough. Fuck. 7 is not enough. Okay, we walk back to the city. How much money did we make? 1,500. We are gonna go pass by the second town and grab the 1,200 knife on the way there. And we should still have enough money to buy... We need to buy a second escape pipe. We used one, so we got to buy a new one. Can't ever forget. And then we are gonna have enough to buy a new coat, the 300 cost coat. Yes. As I said, the experience to start with is really low and it's annoying. But if you know what you're doing, if you know to buy the double weapons, if you know how to get to Rudo. It makes the start much easier. And after you get to the point where you can actually start exploring the dungeon, your characters start getting stronger fast. Sword to Osty. No. Isn't his inventory full? Oh! Okay, I don't have to worry about inventory as much. Okay, the sword is two-handed, but it is strong. Let me do one test combat with it. The other one was doing 2 attacks of 9. Please don't kill him. Yeah. Let's say better. Let's say the knives were doing 2 attacks of 10. 1 attack of 20. Okay, the power is not that different. I'm just gonna go with it's better. There is an argument that it's not, but I'm gonna go with it is, because I think the difference is marginally small, and for the sake of my I'm gonna be mad if this is just worse, so I'm just gonna say to myself that it's better. Yes, for the sake of my sanity. Osty, I'm gonna assume that the 2600 knife in the second shop is for Ney, because if it's not for Ney, she's only gonna have 1 weapon for 2 cities, and that sounds wrong. Ney. Oh, she cannot use this. Well, fuck. I guess we're done with equipments for now. The next one is the 2600, and yeah, we are not getting that anytime soon. New escapipe. Never forget your escapipe. And we are gonna rest in the inn. Yes, and we're gonna rest in the inn and then save the game. And I think that's gonna be all for today. We still have 20 minutes left, but I'm not gonna do another exploration in 20 minutes. And I'm not just gonna stay here grinding for 20 minutes. That's not fun. I think we did good progress on the first stream. I was hoping to finish the first dungeon today, but we have a game over. I want you to be careful. We are playing vanilla. There are another 7 excuses I could give. I'm drawing a map instead of using one, which is honestly taking a lot of time. My map will look like shit. I want to level up on the first save. Erase it. And it's the save called Osty. Since it's the last save of the day, I'm willing to write it down. No, we are done for today. Thank you very much. So, okay, no, I don't want to. Thank you very much. I don't want to do the goodbye with that back music. This one is better. So, thank you very much for watching today's stream. Sorry if it was a bit unusual. Phantasy Star 2 is... A lot of people consider this one of the worst JRPGs ever made, together with the Lunar game from DS. So these streams are not gonna be the usual type. I mean, it's kind of not that different from what I already do. But, oh, lore. But yeah, I'm just gonna be careful because I know of because of how much I have heard about this game. I guess I'm just overreacting. But I'm enjoying myself. I like drawing the map. I like drawing the map. And if you like drawing maps, this is the game for you, I guess. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. If you're interested in watching more of my content and keeping watching Phantasy Star 2, I'm trying to stream on Twitch every day. You can click on my schedule and it should show you the time where I stream adjusted to your time zone. If you're interested in watch some of my old content or go back into an episode of Phantasy Star you missed it, I try to archive everything on my YouTube channel. Once again, thank you very much for watching and hopefully you join me tomorrow. That's all for today. Bye bye!